Offset was spotted at Kanye West's album listening party in Miami last night, hanging out with a new girl who just happens to be a model.
Yo, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl.
Okay, so y'all, let's dive into this drama because it's giving some crazy levels of insanity. The streets are saying that the real reason that Cardi and Offset broke up is that he allegedly got somebody else pregnant, and that was the last straw for Cardi. This explains why Cardi has been so hurt and has been dragging him for filth on social media. Plus, Offset doesn't appear to be remorseful because sources are claiming that he is threatening some legal actions against Cardi B after she removed her shmoney from their joint account, and he is threatening to take her to court. Y'all, poop just hit the fan, and y'all are not gonna believe the insanity that is going on behind the scenes.
Cardi B allegedly drains Offset's bank account. I'm like, damn. You was out here doing what you was doing allegedly, and Cardi B got access to your bank account, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, I swear the drama between Offset and Cardi B just keeps getting crazier and crazier because it looks like we are starting to finally understand the reasoning that Cardi had and has been flipping out on Offset on social media and calling him out for being a horrible person. The streets are saying that not only did Offset cheat on Cardi, but he also allegedly had a baby on her, and that's the real reason that Cardi got so mad that she's been flipping out on him. Y'all, this is next level insane, but honestly, it shouldn't be that surprising given Offset's history of being for the streets. Offset has been a cheat before they even tied the knot, and his go-to move is to mess up, get caught cheating, and then go all out with some grand gesture to win Cardi back. And that's how he managed to get Cardi in the first place. They first met back in 2016 at an industry event, and they crossed paths a couple times after that. Offset likes to go big, and their first date was at the 2017 Super Bowl, where he got them the best seats in the house. Talk about pulling out all the stops. He was clearly trying to impress, and well, it worked. Cardi said yes, and they started dating. But there was only one issue at the time in the relationship, and that was the fact that he just kept on cheating on her and making her look bad. This is why she decided to keep the relationship secret, because she knew that he was going to make her look bad with his cheating ways. They kept the relationship hush-hush and claimed to just be friends whenever anyone asked. I mean, I get the whole privacy thing and her not wanting any invasion of privacy, but they took it to another level with their outright denials because they went over the top to keep it secret. But they just couldn't keep the charade up for that long because their denials weren't fooling nobody, and they eventually had to come clean and admit that they are an item. However, fans quickly clocked the tea from the get-go. It seemed like Cardi was more serious about the relationship than Offset. He started dropping some not so subtle hints and basically nudging him to put a ring on it. Homegirl was ready to say I do, and she wasn't shy about it. At the VMAs in August 2017, Cardi practically shouted from the rooftops that she was all in for marriage and settling down.
You want to get married?
You know, I'm a woman. Every woman I think wants to get married and want to have children.
It's early though.
I ain't never too early to get married now. You know, if you want to propose to me, you can.
But at the time, Cardi tried to be sneaky and she never dropped Offset's name, but it was like the world's worst kept secret because we all knew who she was talking about. She basically gave him the green light to put a ring on it because she was all in for that married life. Sneaky, but not so sneaky, if you know what I mean. But then she dropped a bombshell when she posted a picture with the caption, "Single, bad and rich, I do the controlling." While we were all trying to decode this mystery, the rumors started flying and sources popped up left and right, claiming that they had called it quits because Offset couldn't keep it in his pants. Apparently, Cardi had had enough of his wandering eye and decided to bounce before his shenanigans hit the fan and made her look bad. But just when we thought it was over, Offset pulled a shocker and proposed to her in October 2017 during the Philly concert that they were both performing at. Talk about a curveball. Now, the proposal was a bit of a sweet move, but according to the rumor mill, Offset popped the question because he knew Cardi was way ready to walk down that aisle and get married. It was his typical way of trying to win her back with a grand gesture. The proposal became the talk of the town and the relationship got even more publicized, which was what Offset wanted because he wanted to make a statement. But here's the kicker. Turns out that he had already tied the knot a whole month before that flashy proposal. TMZ did its thing and leaked their marriage certificate, showing a sneaky September wedding date. So what was all this secrecy, y'all? It was kind of weird, especially considering neither Cardi nor Offset is exactly known for keeping things on the low. Cardi spills the tea on pretty much everything, from her past as a stripper to owning up to some not so proud moments like drugging men and stealing from them. She's even one of the few celebs who's open about the work that she's done on her body. But when it comes to her marriage and relationship, suddenly it's like hush hush, don't ask. I mean, I get it, but it's a little strange. The same Cardi that spills the tea on almost everything has just now decided to keep her love life secret. Well, that's how we know that something weird was going on. At first, some folks thought that she just wanted to savor her love life away from the celebrity spotlight, which isn't crazy because dating can be very hard and weird and intense as a celeb. But here's where things get a little spicy. According to the grapevine, the real reason that they kept things under wraps was a bit more complicated. Word on the streets is that Cardi had her doubts about Offset, suspecting he might be wandering into a cheating territory. She didn't want to deal with that kind of drama, especially in the public eye. Well, it turns out the suspicions were not baseless. Sources spilled the tea that Offset had cheated on Cardi before, leading to that cryptic single bad and rich Instagram post, and the proposal and that whopping $500,000 ring. Yeah, that was Offset's way of saying sorry for the mess he caused. And get this, it went all down here after that, and they had already gotten married. Talk about adding a twist to the love story. The sneaky move was a public apology from Offset, and it kind of put Cardi in a spot where saying no would mean stirring up a social media storm. He played his cards right, knowing she wouldn't refuse without causing a scandal. And guess what? That wasn't the last time he pulled a move like that. We'll dive into that drama in just a little bit. Now, after TMZ leaked their marriage certificate, Cardi was furious, and she went on a rant where she said, "This is why I named my album Invasion of Privacy, because people will do the most to be nosy about your life. Well, F it." She also admitted that the reason she kept their relationship secret was that she and Offset had a rocky relationship, and they broke up a whole lot. She wrote, "There are so many moments that I share with the world, and then there are moments that I want to keep for myself. Getting married was one of those moments. Our relationship was so new, breaking up and making up, and we had a lot of growing up to do. But we were so in love, we didn't want to lose each other. It was one morning in September. We woke up and decided to get married. We found someone to marry us, and she did, just the two of us and my cousin, and I said I do, with no dress, no makeup, and no ring." She also claimed that the reason Offset had proposed to her on stage was not because he cheated, but because he wanted her to have the experience of being proposed to. She said, "I appreciate and love my husband so much for wanting me to have that special moment that every girl dreams of when he got down on his knee and put a ring on my finger. He did that for me. Well, now since you little nosy F's know, at least y'all can stop saying I had a baby out of wedlock." But then a couple of months after this, she came clean and admitted in an interview that Offset had cheated on her. She explained why she chose to stick beside him, saying, "It's like everybody's coming down my neck like, why are you not leaving him? I'm rich, I know I'm talented, I know I could get any man I want, but I want to work out my issues with my man, and I don't got to explain why. This is my life. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to decide on my decision. It's not right what he did, but people don't know what I did, cause I ain't no angel." Unfortunately, it wasn't long after that until they found themselves in yet another cheating scandal, when Offset was caught trying to organize a threesome with rapper Cuban Doll and her friend. He said, "I want you and Cuban. Can you make that happen? I go to New Orleans tomorrow. I'll fly y'all. I'll fly her there, say on Saturday." Now this was a low blow because the text dropped when Cardi B was pregnant with their firstborn Culture. Rumor has it that Cardi already clocked the cheating tea before it hit the headlines. She actually thought about calling it quits, but she was heavily pregnant and wanted to give the baby a chance at a stable childhood with both parents around. Now you'd think that Offset would straighten up after that, and after she kept giving him chance after chance, right? Psych, no, not at all. He continued his escapades, making the Hollywood scene his playground and playing fast and loose with fidelity. He eventually overplayed his hand, and Cardi had had enough. She breached her breaking point point, sick and tired of his antics. In December 2018, she dropped the bombshell where she had filed for divorce and revealed that things just weren't working between them.
Things just haven't been working out between us for a long time, and it's nobody's fault. It's just like, I guess we grew out of love, but we're not together anymore.
Now, she didn't say anything about Offset cheating on her or nothing like that, so at first we thought it was just the usual thing of irreconcilable differences. But then Offset's side piece came out to reveal that she had been having an affair with Offset. Cardi found out and was so hurt that she decided to file for divorce and leave him.
I have not messed with Offset since he's had his baby. I didn't know how serious this marriage was. I kind of read or kind of see things, but I haven't it took until today to actually get into this, seeing everything. A lot of girls would just deal with this situation and just be like, yo, I took Cardi B's, or I'm the reason that they're getting a divorce or anything. I feel ashamed.
Y'all, we've heard a whole lot of excuses in this life of Hollywood cheating scandals, but this one has to be the wildest. Also, instead of owning up to his mistakes, Offset decided to point fingers at Cardi's fans, saying, y'all won, like we forced him to cheat on Cardi or something like that. Sir, own up to your actions. But people weren't having it, and they called him out for blaming everybody but himself. But wait, there's more to the story. A few days later, Offset tried to win Cardi back with a tweet that said, F y'all, I miss Cardi. Again, making it seem like it's our fault. Then he took it a step further with the video, pouring his heart out, saying he wants her back.
I got one birthday wish, and that's to get my wife back, Cardi. You know what I'm saying? We're going through a lot of things right now, a lot of things in the media. I want to apologize to you, Cardi. I embarrassed you. I made you look crazy. Doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in.
Not him sound like a teenager trying to get out of being grounded, but anyways, just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, he crashed her Rolling Loud performance, pulling this grand gesture in front of 60,000 people. It felt downright manipulative at that point, like he was trying to get her backed into a corner, forcing her to forgive him. Now remember that proposal stunt? Same playbook. He knew the public gesture and pressure would make it hard for her to say no, even if it wasn't what she really wanted to do. Sneaky, right? But it got crazier because Homeboy decided to get a tattoo of Cardi's face on his neck. I mean, talk about going all out. And what happened next? Surprise, surprise! She took him back and called off the divorce, and the internet lost its ever-loving mind. People started clowning her left and right for giving in and not standing firm, and the backlash was real. However, she lashed back out saying, well, if people are talking about it and keeping asking me how I feel about the situation, why not let them know? Right or wrong? No, it's not right for a man to cheat, but what do you want me to do? Go sleep with another man? Start all over again and get cheated on again? This stuff happens to everyone, and it could be you too. People handle their relationship different, so. But as it turns out, Offset begging her to get back was not the only reason she took him back, because she was under a lot of pressure from people in her circle to fix things with him and take him back. She revealed that her father especially put a lot of pressure on her and would constantly get mad at her because she didn't want to take Offset back. She tweeted this saying, why was my dad yelling at me because somebody told him me and Offset broke up? And I'm quick to cut my dad off, so don't get comfortable. But her dad wasn't the only family member putting pressure on her, because Offset's dad also went on a rant against her, where he tried to claim that Cardi was the reason for the divorce because she was insecure and jealous. He said, social media is a powerful tool, but certainly no place for family situations. However, our youth, specifically my son's wife, doesn't understand that. She seems to want to take everything to social media without regard to the devastation it has on others, past, present, and future, especially what it does to the other children. My son is not innocent, as he's done his share of dirt, but the whole scenario is never-ending drama session. He continued, it's a tick-for-tack mudslinging situation fueled by jealousy, envy, insecurity, psychological issues. etc. Like most young adults, he doesn't always do what he's advised to, but we are talking about a 25-year-old with an unlimited supply of money, women chasing him, people at his disposal, etc. Couple that with a hot-headed female that thrives off of social media attention and is on the same financial level as above him, and it's a recipe for disaster. So he basically asked us to cut his little baby boy some slack. You know, he's swimming in cash and can't resist all the ladies chasing after him. Now fast forward to Cardi taking him back right after that, and things went quiet for a while, but 2020 brought a whole new round of drama. Cardi filed for divorce from Offset, dropping the bomb that their marriage was irretrievably broken. But she wasn't messing around, because she even asked for primary custody over Little Culture, plus some child support on the side. Now we all thought that this was the end game, right? But Cardi wasn't letting go that easily. Just weeks after filing for divorce, she was spotted hanging out with Offset. And let me tell y'all, this wasn't your typical exes or just friends hanging out. Nah, that was looking real cozy and real intimate. So I guess the whole "we're done now" vibe wasn't lasting that long. But by this point, it became pretty evident that the whole divorce charade was just a PR stunt. I mean, Cardi wasn't even putting in the effort to make it even look remotely real. They couldn't keep their hands off each other, making it impossible for anyone to buy into the idea that they were really splitting up. Then they tried to stage a so-called reconciliation, with Offset gifting Cardi a Rolls Royce for her birthday. And just a few days after this grand gesture, she officially filed to dismiss the divorce. Talk about a publicity roller coaster. But shortly after this drama, Cardi dropped WAP with Megan Thee Stallion, and oh boy, it skyrocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And I guess you could say the publicity stunt paid off, and paid off big time. But the saga didn't end there. In June 2023, blogger Tasha K stirred the pot, claiming that Offset was back to his cheating ways. Now Cardi and Tasha K have had some history, and there's some serious bad blood between them. Tasha still owes Cardi a cool $4 million, and you can bet that there's no love there. She was clearly salty about the date, and she posted a video of a woman who claimed that Offset had snuck her into his home with Cardi. And she wrote, according to her, she has known Offset since 2013 up until last year, and this is at their home in Vineland in Hollywood. She claims that's her daughter's bed she is sitting on, and in the camera.
Big geek, drink a whole bottle, wake up and repeat. Damn. She took a look, mixed it with the chill out.
Now Tasha also decided to troll Cardi some more when she posted this picture collage and captioned it, "Which 101 Dolphuses do you think will actually for real this time leave off to cheat? Any word of if Offset brought that white woman into that baby's bed yet?" But then Offset tried to claim that the real reason he cheated on Cardi was that she cheated on him first, and he had to get his lick back. He tweeted, "My wife slept with the man on me, gang. Y'all may know how I come." But Cardi was not about to let that narrative spread about her, so she hopped in on Clubhouse, her favorite spot, to slam Offset and the fact that he was trying to make her take the fall. She had also strongly hinted that Offset had cheated on her, but she denied that she had cheated on him.
Accuse me of all the things you know that you are guilty of, and I see that it is easy for you to blame everything on me. Yes, honey.
But she didn't stop there, because she then also said this.
Stop acting stupid. Going crazy over space. Don't play with me.
But then things quieted down after that, but again, to nobody's surprise, they sparked breakup rumors again a couple of weeks ago. And she said, "You know when you just outgrow relationships? I'm tired of protecting people's feelings. I gotta put myself first." But not long after that, Blueface came out to claim that Offset had cheated on Cardi with Krishan. He said, "Being tatted on a 304 is not a flex. You literally F Cardi B husband a couple weeks ago. I'm tired of men looking at me while they effing you. Get the rest of them gone ASAP, please. So you ain't F Cardi husband November 10th at 4 a.m. at the house in LA. I'm making this up." Of course, Offset denied hooking up with Krishan, and he tweeted, "I ain't never have talked or touched that lady. Real talk, man, you need some help." However, Cardi came out to claim that if Offset did indeed hook up with Krishan, it wasn't technically cheating, because she and Offset have been separated for a while, but she's been keeping it private.
I don't know if y'all been getting clues from me for my live. I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me for my lives or for my stories when I put some certain music or for my own followings. when it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to I'm not afraid, I just don't know how to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a sign.
Now, she appeared to have made her peace with the situation, but the next thing we knew, she went on a rant against Offset on Twitter. She tweeted, "Offset, you a B, man. And trust me, I'm effing take it there. MFers will try you when you at your lowest, when your most vulnerable time. And you out here feeling yourself, but trust me, them tables turn." Now, we don't know what exactly is going on between them currently, but it seems pretty serious because we have literally never seen Cardi get this upset at Offset before, even after he cheated on her that many times. So at this point, we started to suspect that there is something going on between them, especially after Cardi went off on him on live.
Cause you will fucking talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face over and over and over and over and over again until you be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And it's so fucking sad that a nigga like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. And I've really been sparing you. You've been fucking feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and shit. And you really been fucking doing me dirty after so fucking years that I'm up your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your. And it's so crazy that I gotta go to the fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. And I'm so tired of it. I'm fucking tired of this.
Now, at first, we had thought that it had something to do with Offset hanging out with Jade again. And honestly, this would have been enough to explain why Cardi was so upset. Remember Jade, the bartender who stirred up some major drama by having a thing with Offset a couple of years back? Yeah, that Jade. Well, Cardi wasn't having any of that and ended up paying 2 men to give Jade and her sister a not so friendly visit for her messing with her men. Now, things got legal with that situation and Cardi caught some charges and she barely dodged jail time and landed herself some community service for the drama. But fast forward to Offset's birthday bash recently and lo and behold, Jade shows up. Now, you don't have to be a genius to figure out why Cardi might be fuming. I mean, it's like added salt to the wound, right? Allegedly hanging out with Jade after Cardi went through all that mess with Sinister, plain and simple. However, Jade denied being at the party, saying, "I was out eating at a public restaurant. I was not at that weekend party. Now leave me the F alone." But then new pictures surfaced that showed that they were in fact at the same party, and this just made things messier. However, Offset still denied this and he left a comment saying, "Cap, that was not my party. I had a private event at Coco. I attended a public party at Playa after, and the owner will be pulling the security footage. Tired of my name being attached to dumb stuff. Nowhere am I near this girl. I can't control where people go. It's not my party." However, just because Offset denied being with Jay doesn't mean that things are any better for him and Cardi, because they aren't. See, things are worse than ever before because for the first time, she made moves to separate her finances from Offset, even if that means that he's going to go broke because she made the most of the money in the relationship. According to an insider, Cardi made the most of the money for the family. She's all about saving and investing. Offset is about spending wildly. So while they both made a lot of money during the marriage, most of the money they have now is Cardi's, and by most, I mean like 95% of it. And it's not just money that Cardi has, it's real estate. They own a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the children stay, and they have a home in New Jersey where Cardi's mother stays. She's getting both of those homes. Without Cardi's money, Offset is nowhere near as wealthy as he portrays. That man spends money like water, and he's not even hot like that anymore. Watch what his life ends up like looking without Cardi. But wait, because apparently whatever happened with them is worse than him hanging out with Jade. See, the streets are now saying that Offset allegedly got somebody else pregnant and is expecting a baby. Apparently this is the last straw for Cardi, and this is why she has been flipping out so hard. She has no issues pleased with being a stepmom to the kids he already had before they got married, and she actually loves them. But him having a whole other kid on her is a whole different case than she is not willing to deal with. But hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Listen, remember how Cardi moved all her money from their joint account? Well, another insider is now claiming that Offset has allegedly been threatening Cardi with legal action because even though most of the money was hers, the account was theirs, which means that it was their money and Cardi had no right to move the money without his permission. Plus, it's up to a judge to decide who gets to keep it. So Cardi was out of line to move the money, allegedly. Now, fans are definitely shook by this drama, and of course they got the streets talking. They believe in comments saying, the more you tolerate, the more they will do. He should have been left if he wanted to be with all them girls. I really feel bad for Cardi. She's being manipulated by Offset, and she really rides for him. Offset has really damaged Cardi. She's been holding so much anger for years, I cannot blame her. Offset will never have a woman fight for him so hard like Cardi. I hope she is serious and finally heals. Let that man go. And good job, Cardi. Enough is enough. Disrespect is wrong on all levels. No woman wants to constantly be humiliated by her significant other. Y'all, this drama is insane. But let me know what y'all think about it. Then check out this next video.